Hey everybody, it's Melissa. I am here with a long overdue update. As most of you know, I am now a mom of two, and it is twice the work, maybe more. I had my baby girl, Thendara, on October 11th, and I had another C-section, and everything went great with the C-section. I was really nervous beforehand. I'm trying to remember now because it's been like 4.5 months. I was really nervous beforehand. I know my blood pressure was a little high. I had some swelling in one ankle just a few days before my C-section date, and I had gone in. My blood pressure was a little high, but I think it was more due to anxiety because once they told me that like it wasn't a blood clot and I wasn't gonna die, the blood pressure kind of came down. But it was up again when I went in for my C-section, but I'm like positive that that was just anxiety because I don't like the idea of having my abdomen cut open while I'm awake. I never have, and I don't think I ever will. So my IV this time was great. The nurse that did it actually told me she's the one that they go get when they're having problems, so she's like the expert, which is good because my first C-section, they tried 3 times, and finally the anesthesiologist had to do it himself. I don't know why. There's nothing weird about my veins, but anyway, so that was great. The epidural was great. The C-section felt like it took a lot longer this time. I don't know if it's because it was the second one or what, and I also had 2 doctors this time. The first time it was just my OB, but he has a younger doctor that joined his practice, and he was in there too. And on the birth certificate, it's actually the younger guy's name. It says that he delivered the baby, but whatever, it doesn't matter to me. So yeah, everything went great. And the first couple days of recovery were awesome. Like, I was up walking around so much earlier than I was when I had Vincent. And like the 3rd day, all of a sudden my blood pressure just spiked. It was like, I don't know, 160 something over 100 something. And that made me really nervous. Like, I thought something was wrong, but I guess, and I don't know, you can tell me if any of you have ever heard of this, but I guess that sometimes after you have a baby, I don't know if it's your body just trying to get back into balance or whatever, but your blood pressure can spike. Excuse me. And it could stay that way for a few weeks, sometimes a month, but then it generally corrects itself. So they just kept monitoring me. I didn't have any crazy symptoms like seeing spots or being dizzy or anything like that. So they just kept watching my blood pressure, and it kind of stayed around there. And then I just had to follow up with my midwife. So I followed up with her a couple of weeks in a row, and then finally, like by the 2nd week, my blood pressure came back down. And I guess there's really no explanation as to why it did that, other than that it just happens sometimes. So, well, that lighting's gonna be terrible, huh? So that was like really the only hiccup. And then about 6 weeks after, or 4 weeks after, I don't know, a month to a month and a half after, I had some pretty bad pain, like not at my incision, more like in my abdomen, just above it. So I don't know what happened. Maybe it's just because I was more active this time chasing around a toddler while I was trying to take care of the baby. I don't know. But it went away. So yeah, the recovery was like a little bit tougher. Vincent was just the right height that if he ran up to me, his head would like headbutt me right in the stomach, right where it hurt. So I had to be really careful around him. And, you know, picking him up and stuff, I might have injured something, I don't know, but I'm all right now, so that's good. I didn't gain a ton of weight with this pregnancy, pretty much the same as the first one. I might have even gained less. I think when I had Thendara, I weighed less than when I got pregnant with her. So obviously I weigh less than that now too. I'm still trying to lose weight, but I'm like so scared to diet and exercise too much because I'm breastfeeding her still, which is going awesome this time. So happy about that. And I'm afraid that it's going to mess with my supply. So, I mean, I don't know if any of you breastfeed, or if you've been through this, let me know. Like, have you gone on a diet? Did it affect your milk supply? Because it didn't work out with Vincent, and it's working so well with Thendara that I'm just nervous to like mess it up because I want to go at least a year, and then, you know, we'll see from there. But like I said, I just don't want to mess anything up before then. So she is 4.5 months old today, and she had her 4-month appointment a couple weeks ago, and she was 14 pounds 2 ounces. So she's to me it seems like a little peanut, because at this point Vincent was like 17 pounds 10 ounces, I think it said in his baby book. So she's a lot lighter than he was, but she's 50th percentile. He was kind of like trying to get off the charts, which he is now, but so she's 50th percentile for weight, and then for height she was 26.5 inches, which is like, he said 88th percentile, I don't know, percentiles, whatever. So she's tall and thin, so she's a supermodel. And Vincent, I'm trying to remember, at his 2-year appointment, I want to say he was like 36 pounds, maybe 38 pounds, and he's really tall. So at this point, the doctor said he is off the chart for height and off the chart for weight, which is good because it means he's proportionate. And his head is the only thing left on the chart, and it's at like 98th percentile or something like that. So he's a really big kid. He hangs out with 3-year-olds, and he's the same size or bigger than them. He wears 3T clothes and some shirts. I even buy him 4T if they run small or if they're short, because he's so tall that if he was to try and wear a 2T, it would be like a belly shirt on him because he's just tall. So I'm sure you guys saw the little video that I posted the other day of the 2 kids. So I'll try to post some more videos of them, but I just wanted to do a quick update, and I'm sorry that it's been so long if people have been waiting to hear about the baby. But life is just so crazy busy when you add another kid to the mix. I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, when I had Vincent, it was fine because it was just me and him, and if I wanted to run out and go shopping or anything, go visit somebody, it was just me, and I had his little carrier, and it was easy as pie. Now I have her and her carrier and a crazy rambunctious 2.25-year-old. When you go into like a store, I mean, the shopping cart, I can put Vincent in the top and put her down in the bottom. I mean, I put her in the bottom anyway, but if we go into a store that has like those small shopping carts, like CVS or Walgreens, even I think, oh, I'm so sorry, Michael's, you know, like places like that, they have small carts. Well, I can fit her seat like sideways across the back, but then you can't open the seat in the top to put the toddler in, so you kind of have to like hold their hand, because he does not listen when I say don't touch, or when I say come here, or when I say stay right here. He does not listen, which I'm sure is a normal 2-year-old thing. Drives me nuts, but you know, I love him to pieces. So I try to keep him in a cart whenever possible. And you know, he's got his own ideas of what he wants to do with his day now too, so it's not as easy to just get up and go, because he might complain that he wants to go home, or he wants to go to our us, he calls it, or he wants to go play, he wants to go to Nan and Papa's house, whatever. So anyway, I am going to try and keep this under 10 minutes because I have stuff to do anyway. But hopefully I'll be able to do some more updates, and I will try to get on and do an update with the kids as soon as I can. But life is just crazy right now, and I'm sorry. I'll try to respond to messages and comment on y'all's videos too. I'm so sorry. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.